Hey guys, this is Skinless, the guild leader for the Eternal Alliance, and today's video is going to be looking at the Galactic Bounties 1 special event. Starting a little series here to give assistance as far as for how to beat the tunes here. So as we know, these come around only so often, and for your rewards you've got a number of different important characters that you can get pieces for. So I mean, usually if you're starting the game, then you're going to be looking at the bottom tier with getting a Poplo or Raid if you need extra, if you're not already doing the raid. I mean, that's coming around where everyone's getting the raid shards, but Rolo, especially now that GOTB's out there, IPD the same way, and then Wampa, that's where you can get your kills for the bounty hunter events where you have to use what was it, Boba Fett with against Wampa. You know, you get a couple here and there. You gotta kill so many of them nowadays. It's crazy. But I figured we'd take a look at the Wampa, since the other ones are trivial in comparison. A couple different ways of going about it. So the main one I usually will use is going to be my boss, Jango, Boba, Dengar, and Greedo. This team works out pretty well for myself. I mean, you could always swap out one or two. In fact, the way I used to do it before I even had Jango was with Cad Bane, which I'll actually demonstrate here because Jango kind of makes it even more trivial. I don't have the greatest of mods on my bounty hunters. In fact, I've got my thing listed. I got my GG listed here, but let's go ahead and take a quick look here. As far as for boss goes, I mean, I've got decent speed. He could be faster for sure. And then as far as for protection and damage and whatnot there, so nothing out of the order. He's my only relic bounty hunter, and I was able to do this back when he was gear 12 pretty easily still, as long as I had his leadership as Zeta. Cad Bane, really don't do much with him, so his set is all garbage, so you don't really need much there. You just specifically need actually his stun glove ability, so that's the key there. Is we're going to be doing some stuns to keep Wampa taken care of. So kind of just going through here, just give you a brief overview. Feel free to pause, or like I said, my GG page is going to be posted, so you can take a look at that as needed. So we'll go from there. So, and then you get to do this twice, which is pretty awesome. You get the crystals and all the extra benefits. The rest of the enemies are fairly trivial when it comes down to it. When I say fairly, I mean they are trivial in comparison. So I usually will just walk through. Sometimes I'll even auto it as I kind of go through. Just at least getting the contract for sure is important, as we all know. So that way you have your extra bonuses already set. So let's see. The biggest thing is with the first and the second wave, you are specifically just going through and getting your contract. Nothing else really matters within that. Just as long as you get that contract set up, and then you can use whatever moves you need to clear through everything if you want to real fast. This is where I start to get into setting myself up. So during the third phase, you want to make sure that when you actually go to enter phase 4, you have all of your cooldowns at ready to roll, so you can use any and all of your special abilities without having to worry about getting into a jam per se. So I usually will go ahead and start off with getting that set there. We'll go ahead and remove some turn meter. Try to get an ability block. That missed. That's unfortunate. Let's get a thermal detonator at least on there. So we're gonna go for a stun. Perfect. So now that we got the stun, we can keep the Wampa controlled. And then with Dengar, sometimes you can get a stun as well, and once again another stun. So the whole aspect is going to be turn meter removal as well as stuns. Sorry, my cat here is going crazy. Sorry, well, that was my cat, an Americana. She's kind of she's an ornery old kitty. But as you can see, that it's really easy to go ahead and build up some debuffs, stun your enemy, and then specifically bring his health down while you're doing that. Lower gear levels, it can definitely do this if you continue to stun lock him save your stuns. If he's already stunned, just continue to stun him as best you can, and then remove the turn meter when you can. So very, very easy way to 3-star the event here. So I hope that helps you guys out, and as always, if you like the content, subscribe. You don't have to. Either way, I like to make these videos for fun. So as always, Skinless is out.